1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah. Stepped into the scene in 2015, not knowing that we could make it, motivated with the dream. They try to throw us to the crumb side. We gamers over here, yeah. Steady on a mission, but with no competition. They say Kid Smooth is the best spot, representing the best box. Halo Gears, but that's well, so much for taking them shots. Check Move got the platinums, dog. How many trophies you got? Bond gon' find the answers, whether you like it or not. The gaming guard built the squad of strong-minded individuals. A diverse collection to deliver news that's monumental. Wanna be a guest, dog? You gotta make a decision. Jimmy, I have you in a state of decay, walking in this division. It's a dark day in hell, yeah, before you see sunshine. If you can't hear me, player, go and press rewind. It's the season when I thirst, I drink wine. Best to get yours, money, cause I'ma get mine. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Catch you slipping, I promise I'll show you how I still feel. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Yo, this is the Weapon Will Podcast, featuring Black Bond, Kid Smooth, the best spot, Jimmy J Mega Games, Jack Move Johnny, and your host, Broken Games HDR.
I'm scared of that shit, but I need to take it.
Yo, Bioshock Remastered is broken, bro. When I change the volume on my keyboard, the game goes on pause mode.
It came out for PC as well?
The Bioshock Remastered.
I'm thinking about Mass Effect, my fault.
Oh, shit. No, it's not out yet, right?
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to ask you. I'm like, wait, that came out?
I'm waiting for that, though.
I'm playing some old, everybody playing old shit, see?
I mean, there ain't shit to play, bro, and I can't get a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X.
So if there's nothing to play, why do you want one?
Because there's one game I want to play, Demon Souls.
Yeah, I gotta
playing a PS3 game. Playing that old PlayStation 3 game.
I never finished it on PlayStation 3. I was too young then, so.
So then my next question is, if the game wasn't good enough for you to finish originally, why are you going to rebuy it?
It wasn't not interesting. It was just too hard, so I rage quit that shit.
The easiest Souls game was too hard.
You said he was young though. How old are you? Then
I'm 26 now.
So how many years than the original Demon Souls?
It came out like on launch, right?
No.
That was like 10 years ago. So he was like 16 or 15.
Yeah, you should have easily been able to beat that shit.
Oh, here you go. Expecting any teenager.
11 years ago. So you're 26?
I was 14, 15.
His skills wasn't up there like that.
Yeah, 15. Man. No.
Shit.
I'll be honest with you. You should be at the height of your gaming powers at 15 or 16 because you're before job and before pussy. You have nothing but time. I'm being dead ass. You have nothing but time.
Nah, but when you got it when you got pussy at the house and you work from home, it's not that you can just,
But I'm saying you didn't have that at 15.
He said, I needed time to put some hair on my chest. I'm ready now.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Like, you know what I was doing at 15? Playing sports and coming home and watching Dragon Ball Z at 5 o'clock.
Shit, I was doing the same thing, but
I didn't have no work. I didn't know girls. Like,
I had work, bro.
We call that time period. Me and my friends call it BG, before girls. A simpler time of life.
Wait, that's what BG stands for? What the fuck?
No.
Oh yeah, now you learned. Secret reveal. That's the
before girls. No, but yo, you guys have to admit, like that 15 and 16, like me and my brother were playing like old GameCube games last night and PlayStation 2 games. Like life was a lot. I think we enjoy that period of life because life was just a lot simpler then.
Bro, you had no responsibilities.
What do we have to worry about? Homework was the biggest thing.
Yep.
And we ain't even do that most of the time.
Yup.
Exactly.
you
I'm about
have-
to say that I ain't do no homework really like that.
You didn't have girls to worry about. You didn't have, jobs to worry about, money. You weren't in the mode where like, oh damn, like I'm worried about thinking about college.
I
Good
did
time
the
in life.
bare minimum when it came to homework. Bare
Shit.
minimum.
Yeah, I used to do homework like at school during breakfast and right before the class.
Yep.
Or at lunch, depending on what class it was. Yep.
I remember I had this one teacher. If she caught us like doing somebody else's homework in her class, bro, she used to do the most. Like call
I have
our
one like
house
that.
and then tell the teacher, oh, he was doing your homework in my class. I'm like, yo, relax. It ain't that serious.
She took it personal.
I had one friend. He was probably like BG. This man, we called him the human copy machine. This man ain't ever do the homework, but always had the homework done. By hook or crook, he would find some way to copy somebody's work, like right before class.
Sir.
Our whole class copied one dude's homework. Monday was like self-study the first 2 hours, so everybody was just copying the homework for the whole week.
Love.
That shit.
Yeah,
man.
I remember.
paid.
I remember freshman and sophomore year. It's probably not like this in college now, but when you take the take-home test, it gives you all the answers.
Mhm.
So I found out, like, all the exams are the same. So me and
Yep.
5 other guys teamed up. I'm like, look, there's 5 exams, so each person takes one turn being the guinea pig, and everybody else gets A's. But don't get 100. You get like a 92, a 93, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make it look believable. Then the girls will be like, "Oh my god, he's so smart." I'm like, "Well, I can come over. I can, or you can come over. I can help you with the test." Like, really? I'm like, "Oh my
I
god."
remember.
Get
I
all
remember
these
those.
girls A's. They'd be coming over every night.
I remember those workbooks. They had the answers in the back, and the teacher would be like, "Oh yeah, so I'm giving you all these workbooks. There's answers in the back, but I'm not worried because if you use the answers, you're only cheating yourself." I was like, "All right, bro, cool story, dog." I'm completely fine with that, sir. You said it like it was a problem. I'm okay with that. I'll cheat myself.
I think they low-key wanted you to do that so that they could say you passed.
Yeah, there was like certain classes I would take, and I'm like, it was like, yeah, you gotta, you understand this. And I was like, well, it depends on my career path. I was like, what is the likelihood I'm gonna see this in my actual daily job? I'm like, if there's a chance I'm not gonna see it, I don't care.
Well, here's the only thing. The only thing you really had to study and have a working comprehension of was math. You could finesse everything else, but math you
Yeah,
actually
that's
had
true.
to learn.
Yeah.
No finessing math.
Okay. Let's start off the podcast. We weren't here last week.
No Mocha or Blandrew this week?
Mocha's here.
Mocha's here.
Blandrew said he's gonna come through. I don't know when. But and Jack said he's gonna be a little bit late. Okay, so Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 276. Please hit that like button if you're coming in right off the bat. Please hit that like button to support the podcast. We appreciate it. We are on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play. If you prefer to listen on those platforms. Make sure you check out the Weapon Wheel Patreon. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting the Patreon. It's been, we've had a high level of support, so we appreciate y'all.
Y'all killing it.
Yeah. If you haven't submitted your questions for this week's After Dark, the post is up right now, so you can go ask any questions or anything you want us to discuss. Go post right now. If you support the Patreon or if you become a member of the channel by hitting the join button below the video, you will get access to the Weapon Wheel Discord. And if you want to submit a video to be featured during the podcast, just send me an email to weaponwheelpress@gmail.com. Everything is in the link. Okay, so let's do these intros. Bond.
What's going on, everybody? Officially vaccinated for the second time and tired as I feel lethargic. I might not have that same energy for you today, Smooth or Jack, because you PlayStation dudes need it today.
Jimmy.
Yo, what's up, man? J Mega Games. I'm here. I just want to say RIP DMX. Let's get the show started.
We don't do condolences. We don't do condolences on the show. Remember,
That's
people get offended.
He deserves
R.I.P.
it.
to the dog. No, because that other man's body wasn't even like other man's body was still warm, and you was looking for the replacement. That's what the
People
problem
were
was, Bond.
talking about DMX dying before he was even announced.
Man,
I'm just
that
saying.
dude's body was cool when he was still alive, man. Let's
Look,
be real.
when Steve Jobs passed, the same conversation happened. What's going to happen to Apple? Who's taking over? How is this going to affect their future probabilities and prospects?
And Smooth.
What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kid Smooth. Happy to be here today.
All right,
You
Mocha.
can't even beat the first level of Gears 10. You ain't no best spot.
Hi.
Okay. And our guest Black Ninja.
Yo, man, what's up, Black Ninja? Thanks for having me, man.
Tony, you wanted to say something to Bond?
Real quick. Yeah, first of all, I'm gonna make it quick because it was a busy news week, right? But first, BG, you cheated yourself when you was on using game facts on Dark Souls, but never mind. But Bond, I needed Jack in here. I don't know why Jack's not in here because this nigga Bond been calling me a clown for the past 3 months, right? But Jack told me it's a misunderstanding. He calling me someone else from Twitter. So I'm like, I came in, but I don't know whose name it is.
Are there two Tonys, like the dude with the bird and everything?
That's what Jack was telling you. Yeah.
There's Tony. There's two Tonys I know. Is this little munchkin right here that looked like Zendaya, and then there's Tony in the wheelchair. There's Tony. That's the reporter in the wheelchair. I don't know if you talking about.
I just made fun of the one who was acting up.
I came in the ghost stream trying to type and like, yo, if you play on a harder difficulty, it makes the game easier because they die. I'll find out I was blocked. I was like, this shit crazy. This nigga really got me blocked.
Me?
Someone else. Yeah.
On YouTube. How's that even possible? I released from all my blocked people.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why.
Unless one of my mods blocked you.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, me and Bud never had a problem. I'm coming in the podcast. This nigga Bud like, yo, Tony, a clown. I'm like, hey, yo. So
let me check my block list, man.
Jack gonna have to tell you, but yeah, I found out. So
Jack was trying to explain that to you before, Bond. He was telling you.
Yeah.
Well, I've been so engrossed and deep into that God of Tsushima, I probably didn't even know. But to be real about that game, sucks for you PS5 owners because you probably ain't going to get something like that ever again.
Yeah,
the good old days are over. Now you got Jim Ryan.
Don't get a remake.
Jim Ryan is all about the AAA as long as it makes money, apparently. But we're gonna get into that.
Oh yeah, selling 5 million copies ain't making money, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what Ghost of Tsushima last was at. I don't know what that last was at, but we gonna get into it. Okay.
But yeah, that was it. I just came in to say this unwanted slander needs to stop. But I'm gonna head out there. I'm gonna catch y'all later.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We need Andrew House back, man.
Cool.
All right, so let's start off with some quick news. There's going to be a Resident Evil showcase on April 15th. I believe this was the showcase that they said they're going to show off some more of the combat because the last demo and the last showcase didn't really show off much of the actual combat. And there's going to be more virgins lusting over Lady Demistru or whatever the hell this vampire lady name is. So expect more of that. Monster Hunter Rise sold 5 million copies. So another Monster Hunter game doing really well. Nobody in here bought that, right?
That's wild, yeah.
Nope.
Wow.
I think we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
That's just a Switch game, right?
Blandrew didn't buy it either.
Wow.
Oh, Blandrew did, but he wasn't here the 2 weeks ago when we spoke about it, I think. Yeah. So Monster Hunter selling really well.
Don't play it.
Yep.
There's a rumor that I don't really believe this, that Remedy might be trying to revisit the Alan Wake IP and make a sequel. But doesn't Microsoft own that? So wouldn't I own the IP? So wouldn't it be a
No, they sold it back to Remedy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't think Alan Wake has that not that it doesn't have a fan base, but it's not in demand. Like I don't think nobody's like dying to get another Alan Wake game. Like I think the time frame is passed for it. So.
Yeah, they need to do something new with that game, that series, if they want to do that.
No, I would just move on.
Yeah, I will move on.
Nobody really cares to have any sequels to Remedy's game. Nobody's shouting for a Control 2. Nobody wants a new Alan Wake. what was that other one? Flompton Break or whatever, Quantum Flop. Nobody cares about that game.
Quantum Break was actually pretty decent.
Nah, you couldn't. The game didn't even have. You couldn't even reload in the game. You would reload an invisible gun.
Y'all complained about the animation, but you could reload.
Like I said, Remedy's games. I think I did a video on it. Remedy's games are all fringe. Like they need that little extra oomph to get it up there, but they just never have it. They're all missing something.
Wait, they had a game last year called Crossfire.
They didn't. They're working on the single player for that. Crossfire was a multiplayer game developed by another studio, and Remedy is working on the single player portion of it now. It's not out yet, I believe. But the thing about like Remedy's games is you realize like after Max Payne 2, they didn't have any enemies that were like grounded in realism. They like in Alan Wake, you're shooting shadows. In Quantum Break, you're shooting. I don't even know what exactly they were, but they were dudes.
They had like uniforms on.
Yeah, but like
they had powers.
Yeah, but they had powers. It was always this paranormal thing. These dudes in suits with time powers, like the protagonist. And then in Control, it's once again these paranormal beings. And I don't know, like that kind of shooting paranormal dudes kind of gets old because it's not as satisfying as shooting like real people. It kind of gets worn
Damn,
out.
BG, that sounds horrible.
One trick pony.
It does because, and the thing is, I think they do it to save money because that's true. Like this is a technique that a lot of studios use. Is like if we don't have to like use and design individual faces and a whole lot of different enemies, we could save a lot of money if we just make them all shadows. Okay,
yeah, copy paste.
Yeah, except like, okay, there's a big shadow, there's a little shadow, there's a medium shadow, and that's what they did with Alan Wake, and that's kind of what they do with Control and their other games, is just make the same type of enemy, but just like different sizes, essentially. Yeah.
Yep, everyone except for Quantum Break was like that.
And lastly, there was an Age of Empires 4 preview that was released this week, and it's looking really good. I'm a big Age of Empires fan. I played 1, 2. I never got to play 3 though. Never got around to playing 3. I assume if this game is day one on Game Pass, then Smooth is suddenly going to become a fan.
I was about to say how many Age of Empires games Smooth played.
Yeah, how many have you played, Smooth?
None. I won't play Age of Empires.
You sure? Day one on Game Pass?
It's on PC. Bro. I'm good. Even if it was on console, I'm good.
Why you was playing? You like baseball?
Do I like baseball? It's a playable game. It's not Age of Empires.
Age of Empires is very playable, sir.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Nah, I'm good. Like baseball, I don't like baseball like that to the point where I would spend like $60, $70 on it. I'll play that shit in Game Pass though.
And that's the story of all Xbox gamers. I don't like it enough to buy it.
No, it's
but
not.
I'll take it off the EBT line.
No, it's not actually. It's actually not. It's just like I'm not going to complain that a game is there that I never intended on buying. But if I try it and I like it, cool.
How's Dick Riders coming?
Great, it's amazing. You should hop on.
No, I don't hop on Dick Riding. That's the last thing I do. I ain't out riding the Dick Ride.
Hilarious. Well, that's actually.
I heard the Devastator class, like people won't even let them people play anymore because that class is so garbage end game.
That's the first thing we need to talk about is Outriders because it released last week, but we didn't do the podcast. So I know Smooth has been playing a lot of it once again because it's free day one in Game Pass. So Smooth, tell us about Outriders. I know it's been plagued by a lot of problems.
Yeah,
people getting their saves and their progress erased, and people not being able to crossplay it, do crossplay it first. But tell us your experience, and we'll get anybody else played it after.
Yeah, overall, I mean, my experience so far overall has been mostly good. The game does, obviously have issues. The issues I experienced were sometimes it takes forever to sign you in, but they kind of fix the server issues. The issues I've been dealing with is sometimes when I'm partying up with people, I would like launch in ghost mode, meaning that my players can't see me and I can only see them in first person and I can't do any activity. So which I have to. The only way to get out of that is to like quit the game and open it and hoping it doesn't happen again. Other issues I experienced is where I will launch the game and my buttons will become like unresponsive. And the only thing I can press is like the guide button to quit, but I can't press any input buttons. That's currently an issue. But outside of those errors, I mean, the game is highly addictive when it's working. The game, like 40 plus hours into it, I'm at max level. I'm almost at max world tier. I'm almost done with the game, which I'll probably finish after the podcast or so. But I've been having a good time with it. It does have flaws. I mean, some of those flaws will turn people off from the game, and some people who are like crazy like me just keep playing and hoping it works.
I got a question.
What's up?
Are you actually going to stream Neo 2 after you're done?
Yeah, is that game on Google Stadia?
I don't know where it's on. I doubt it. You gotta play it on your PC.
My PC. I don't know if my PC.
What class did you use? Did you choose?
I use Pyromancer.
Okay. I saw Colt Eastwood having a little bit of trouble, and saying he didn't like the game, but it seemed to be because of his like a cover shooter, which obviously has cover, but you're not meant to.
Not meant to. Play with Colt in Ran. Was it yesterday? 2 nights ago? But yeah, class, which I believe Colt is also a pyromancer, if I'm not mistaken. They need cover, and there's areas where parts of the game where there's no cover or the right mods. It could be bad. And right now, I mean,
knock this game. I'm not able to get it to play, so that's why I haven't been like talking about it, because it looks like a game that I would like. Every couple of minutes for me, it crashes on Xbox, and on the PC version just doesn't work at all for me. I don't know what's going on, but this is a game I couldn't get to work on console or PC.
Oh, I don't know. That's weird. I mean, I've had moments where it crashed during a particular fight, which seemed like a widespread problem with one particular boss, where if you played in co-op, it'd crash and disconnect everybody else. But if you played in solo, it'll be fine. Problem with that boss was hard. But
well, Jimmy, how you getting through that? I know you like these booty shooters.
Dude, that's the thing is kind of irking me, because I like to get on these type of games, and like I thought it was gonna take me from Avengers. I can't get it to work right.
You're still playing Avengers?
I see him on Averagers every other day.
Yeah.
What's there still to do in Avengers, man? Like,
level up your characters.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, you gotta go through the gauntlet and get the elite gear.
Do they have Spider-Man on it yet?
No, that's something that they're pressuring them to bring out, but
that game gonna die before Spider-Man.
No. They don't want to bring out Spider-Man and split up the little bit of people that's already there, because once they do, the PlayStation and PC guys are gonna be like, I mean, the Xbox and PC guys are gonna be like, fuck this game.
Well, they're already saying that this game.
Yeah, but they don't want to piss off the community that they have, the little bit of people that they have now. If you bring out Spider-Man and have Xbox and PC dudes sitting there, they're gonna be like, really? And then that's it for this game. It's gonna be completely dead, and they know that. So they don't want to rush to bring out Spider-Man. What they're gonna probably end up doing, what I suspect they're gonna do, they're gonna have to bring out a big DLC and then put the Spider-Man in it for the PC, for the PlayStation guys, so people don't complain. If they just bring out Spider-Man and leave PC and Xbox with nothing, they're gonna walk away from their game completely. They know that. So that's why they're not rushing it.
So Jimmy played Outriders and Smooth. Anybody else play it? Try it out?
I tried the demo, but that shit's trash.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a bad game. It's just not like a AAA blockbuster.
Yeah, I got to play it at PAX last year. That was like a real early build, and I didn't think it was a bad game, but it's not, just not a game that I would put my time into. And like my policy for the most part is if I wouldn't play it, if I paid for it, I'm not gonna play it even if it's free. I don't care if it's free. Like, like a piece of trash is still a piece of trash, even if you hand it to me. So I'm not gonna play it just because you give it to me. So that's usually my policy. Like, even PlayStation Plus games, I never like that Oddworld game. Like, we could talk about that right now. That game came out. It's free on PlayStation Plus. It's a brand new game. And I have not heard one peep about it on the timeline. Haven't heard nobody talk about it. It's a brand new game, man. And it's just, it just fell into the abyss. It fell into the black hole and the void. Nobody talks about it. Nobody care about it. I mean, like, did y'all even download it? Try it out.
That's weird, even though regarding that it's very dry in these gaming streets.
Yep.
I know some people that like it, but I ain't fucking with
I mean, from what I heard, there's a bunch of problems. And,
It
you know, I'm sorry. I made a video on it. These community managers, these game developers need to stop crying like fucking bitches. And I don't just mean like crying like girls. I just mean like crying like bitches. If you release a product that doesn't work, expect people to complain. That is normal. Why they're, oh my God, I can't believe people are complaining and they're so mean. Like, shut up. Yo, if you went and bought a house, I'll just use BG as an example. BG pays for internet don't work. You gonna complain or you gonna shut up, BG?
Man, I've cursed out Optimal Online so many times.
Exactly.
In the DMs and over the phone. It's terrible, bro.
But for some reason, gaming is the only industry on the planet where the people making the product feel that they can release a product that doesn't work and not get backlash.
Yep.
It's absolutely insanity.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know exactly what Bond is talking about, but there's been mainly one. I don't know of any other community managers, but there's been mainly one, and I follow this guy, and like he does it for Square Enix. I think it's for Square Enix.
You understand the issues and actually do your customer service job.
Be the community manager. Yeah, you got.
Imagine if I worked at
manager
a
if
job
you
and
can't handle
somebody
that
had
shit.
an issue and I was
think
like,
we're
"Oh,
still
I don't want to hear
buffering,
you."
yo.
It's going
Still
in and
fucked up,
out.
though.
Yeah, it's tapping in.
I ain't leave here yet, bro. But it seems fine now. Keep going.
Well, like, imagine if you had a problem at the bank with your money and they were like, "Well, we don't want to hear your complaints. We're just going to mute you." Like, no, you need to understand what my issue is so you can communicate it back and fix it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They get into
I don't know.
patches.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that become like a problem to address your frustration. When if you bought something, it's like I don't understand. It's like it's one is opposite of the customer is always right, but like you bought this thing, the gameplay's not running in the background, and this
gameplay's not even running at all. I restarted OBS and started it as administrative. Maybe that might fix it.
Because it's just going in and out now.
Dude said, "I'm from Africa and it's buffering." Bro, that's not because of it. Let me chill.
So, BG, you just gonna not curse out your provider again, or you just cool with paying for something and not getting what you paid for?
Hey, bro. Hey, man. When you don't got a lot of choices, they know they can screw you, bro.
Yep. But how dare you release a shitty product, but then complain that your consumers aren't satisfied? I read a tweet where a guy said, "This is why gamers don't deserve games." I told him, "I hope you go homeless."
Yo.
And then you get these gamers.
I hope you lose your job, your wife divorces you, and takes the kids.
Damn, bro.
Like, how dare you at your own work say the people you're selling a product to don't deserve the? Okay, then don't sell it. Don't work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my bad, y'all. I restarted OBS as administrator. Hopefully that helps. Shit, we got to go through, man. But yeah, I apologize for that. Yeah. So these community managers need to stop crying and just like kind of suck it up. All right. Okay. Let's move on. So we weren't here, after the whole MLB the show situation. We weren't here for that week. So long story short, MLB the show is day one on Game Pass on Xbox, and people who wanted to play it on PlayStation. And it's obviously developed by Sony San Diego, a first-party studio. They have to pay $70 for it.
Wow.
It did come out afterwards that this is MLB's decision to allow Xbox to have it on Game Pass day one. This had nothing to do with PlayStation. And yeah, it caused a huge uproar on the internet. A lot of people was upset. It was a lot of, Jack did You know, one of those "Are We Live, bruhs?" And you know, everybody was going crazy. People were having a conniption.
They should.
My short take on it is: listen, I don't care about MLB the Show. I understand the principle of what some people were saying, that like this is a Sony first party game, and it's developed by a Sony first party studio at least. We know it went multi-plat because of you know, the deal that MLB redid with PlayStation, everything like that. But they feel like since it's made by a Sony first party studio, they should get better treatment. But Xbox is getting better treatment by getting the free game. You know, and all I said to that was, listen, I don't think this game would be even be going multi-plat if people just bought MLB The Show. MLB The Show was never a series that sold a lot, especially by the new standards that we know Sony looks at. Sony, you know, is obviously wanting their games to sell a lot more. So yeah,
we passed that.
Huh?
That's not the current issue. We passed all of that. We knew this game was going multi-plat since December 2019. So we passed all that. The game didn't sell. Is going on. That's not the current issue. Okay, the current issue is that Sony develops a game that you have to pay $70 for. If you got a PS4 and you want to get this game on your PS5 too, you got to buy an $85 Jackie Robinson edition. There's no way in hell that should be the case, bro. Matter of fact, you can get this game as $1 on Xbox, and if you decide to buy it, you get a discount buying the game on Xbox. You get 0 discounts for buying this game on the PlayStation. You get no benefits buying this game on. All the benefits lie on the Xbox. And I don't want to hear this shit, oh, it's the MLB decision. That's cool. But like somebody tweeted out, who has Sony decided not to put this shit on PS Now or PS Plus? Ain't you trying to get members on PS Plus? Why you couldn't put this on PS Plus for fucking 3 months, 2 weeks? Fuck it. Like, give us something. You're not giving us anything. There's not any, like, you're getting nothing for supporting this game for 2 decades. But if you got an Xbox, you're getting this, you know, you're getting it pretty much for free. It's bullshit.
Jack called this shit last year too, didn't he?
I did, and they told me to stop complaining. I'm being a bitch. I'm overreacting. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, but you know.
You still didn't send me all your PlayStation stuff.
Hey, man, we getting closer and closer, man.
I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better, Jack. How about Sony San Diego just stop developing a baseball game? Stop developing this.
I mean, hey, they could have lost their. Honestly, I'm not a baseball fan, so I view this shit differently. If I was really a baseball fan, of course I want them to keep making the game, but I don't really fuck with baseball like that. So of course I'm not, you know, checking for the game. But if they was like, hey, we don't want this shit to be multi-plat, we'll drop the license. But this is a big money maker for them at the same time. You know what I mean?
Is it?
Even if it might not sell, because every time this game come out, it charts on NPD. They used to even make this game for the Vita. Like, this game sells, you know, I would guess a decent amount if they'd have been making it for like 20 fucking years. I mean, you ain't just gonna make something for 20 years and then
It's like Jack moved playback from like 15 minutes ago.
Oh, they get the best of both worlds right now. Okay. So hearing me talk over.
Speaking of the best of both worlds, what are the bald motherfuckers doing?
Shit, dead, hopefully. Shit, I don't know.
Well, down again.
Yo,
they're posting.
Have to host, dog.
They're posting the the big screen. Oh my god!
What's wrong with your internet, BG?
Hey Jack, you want to take over, bro?
String the cables, man.
I don't even have.
Hey.
I can't believe he did that.
Mocha's like
close. Wow.
Mocha's like, here's this rope. Climb out of the hole. Smooth, climb out the hole and throw you back into the pit.
Ain't he crazy? All right, hold on. Let me pull all this shit up. Do I even got BG? What you call it though?
Yo, how are they posting the buffering
style?
style?
Let me send it to you.